Hello, everyone. I'm Andy from ThinkMo. I am currently teaching CCIE courses. From today on, I'm going to share with you CCNA, CCNP, CCIE related technologies. Today's topic is: how does ISIS flood LSP quickly? First, a little explanation. Its rapid diffusion property. It is for LSP. In the previous video, I have explained it to you. How to quickly generate LSP. So today, how to flood quickly. The basic purpose of generating LSP is to flood. Pass it on to other neighbors. The concept of LSP is not introduced. So the first point is: why flood control LSP quickly? This is critical. So it doesn't matter if it's ISIS. In the OSPF routing protocol, they're all similar. All link state information is passed. It's a trait they share. Then, during the transmission of link state information, it will receive the link state information, put it in the LSDB. In other words, put it in the link state database. It's like waiting for a while. It has a pattern. And then let it out all at once. In this case, time is slower, because the other neighbors received it more slowly. You haven't sent it to me for a long time. I can't calculate it. So that's why. 'Cause of rapid LSP flooding. It's when I flood the link state fast. Send the LSP to you immediately. The sooner I send it to you, the faster you synchronize. The convergence rate of overall network will increase. So how to implement fast flooding LSP? Let's start by speeding up LSP flooding. In this picture, the first device has 3 routes for LSP. It passes on to it in the process. It has so many. This router doesn't need to wait. After receiving all LSP, then the LSP is diffused out. Let's say I only got 3 or 5 or more LSP. After sending, the device only received 2. I'll send out your configuration first. You don't have to wait until you get all of them. You do not need to receive all LSP. Diffusion in Unity. At this point, I'm going to send it a portion first. This speeds up route calculation. Because of the calculation of the route. The basic meaning is to calculate LSDB. It's called a link state database. Link state information from the library. Of course, ISIS the entry of LSP. Then calculate the LSP to obtain the path information. That is, routing information. Which is why the sooner you send it to me, the sooner I can figure out the route. If the corresponding data is generated later, the faster the network converges. Then speed up flooding LSP time. Function: how to configure. There's a naming that goes like this. It's called flash flood. It is used to enable the LSP fast flooding feature. The convergence speed of ISIS network IS accelerated. Let's look at the configuration parameters. The first parameter specifies maximum number of LSP that can be diffused by each interface at a time. Let's say this is the first one and this is the second one. The first to the second. The maximum number of floods is 5 by default. The value ranges from 1 to 15. A maximum of 15 floodwaters can be flooded at one time. Let's say the configuration is 2. There are 5 pieces of this device. I only got 3. 2 is configured. So I'll just send 2. If I only get 1, that's another 1. The second is to specify the maximum interval. For LSP flooding, you specify how long it's going to flood. In milliseconds. Level 1 and Level 2 in the back. The level of ISIS involved. I'm not going to explain that. The corresponding description follows. Under normal circumstances, when the device receives the LSP. If the LSP is newer than the LSP in local LSDB, then update the LSP in the LSDB. But updating takes time. But be careful. Specifies the number of LSP that are flooded each time. This parameter applies to all ISAS interfaces. If the number of LSP you send is greater than this number, let's say the configuration is 2, but you have to send 3. This is the time to send 2. If the timer is configured, immediately propagate without timeout before route calculation. If you run out of time, send it after the timer expires. An example of a specific configuration looks like this. The order is 6 at a time. The maximum interval is 100 milliseconds. That's it for today. If there are any other skills you'd like to learn, feel free to leave a message or send me a private message. If you're interested in what I'm talking about, hope to like and subscribe more. Thank you. See you next time.